I personally find that I am entertained sufficiently without having to grind it, so I just keep playing the daily quest. Nexamus was technically the first, but it was mostly adventure mode and just a few cards added. Yeah. Alright, so what do I do here? I mean, it goes diagonal to there, and then there's that. Okay. We need another persister, I believe. Let me just 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Gnomes was the first true expansion with only new cards added. Yes, yes, that's right. Although I don't know, I mean, it's not like Nexamus was a fake expansion. I mean, there were new cards. Also, the RNG kept increasing and it irritated me more. Oh yeah, yeah, there is that. But there's... I mean, there are statistical approaches to dealing with randomness. Like if you flip a coin, it's 50-50. And you don't know what it is. But if you flip the coin 1,000 times, you're gonna get pretty close to 500 heads and 500 tails. So anyway, I don't know if you want to talk about statistics about Hearthstone on a Minecraft stream. But you're right. I mean, you say you don't play anymore. I mean, these days with the Keleseth rogue, for example, basically the whole deck revolves around you having a specific legendary Prince Keleseth in your starting hand. If you have it in your starting hand, your win rate is like over 70%. If you don't have it in your starting hand, your win rate is like less than 30%. so the whole deck revolves around you drawing the right card at the right time. And like you say, it's just you just can't draw. I mean, it just feels like you're random. And I don't particularly like that either. So, you know, I can understand if you have disagreements with how Hearthstone is. I wouldn't really pay much attention anyway since I don't play Hearthstone. 2, 3, 4, 5. Statistics though. Are you what is your opinion on statistics, Saffron? Do you like do you like numbers? Do you like I mean, statistics is powerful, but also a bit strange. It's easy to misunderstand and misuse. As they say, there's statistics. There's lies, damn lies, and statistics. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, the pros, the people who actually play Hearthstone for a living, they all do stats. Like they all keep spreadsheets of like win rates and results and card performance. Never took statistics. The problem with not understanding statistics is that when somebody uses bad stats to lie to you, you might not be able to figure it out. So it's a dangerous tool, but if it's used against you by bad people, then you need to defend against it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, in the last election here in New Zealand, I don't even talk about politics now. Jumping to politics, like one of the parties kept talking about giving a tax cut to the average New Zealander, and then the other party talking about, you know, most New Zealanders being better off if they don't have the tax cut. Alright, go take care of your dogs, everyone. Politics and statistics is not that useful. Not as important as your dog. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is let's see, 1, 2, 3, and this is the fourth one already. Alright, I need to put a persistor here somewhere. I think here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then repeater, piston, repeater. Okay, I think this is right here. Alright, what's going on? And no, that's not it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm pretty sure 5 as well, but let me just double check. Alright, 1 is 1, good. Uh, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then pistons. I should put the other one in first, really. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 there. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and the signal out. Oh, wrong way. And the signal out there. And then the next persistor is pretty close because the junction is right there. Okay, good. So 1 is 1. Let's go do the other side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Excuse me, my antivirus wants to give me ads. Alright. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Is that right? So there's, I guess it is, there's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. This is 1, 2, not like that. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Repeater, piston, repeater, okay. Let me gold blocks. 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I counted right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then piston 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, that one. 2, 3, 4, 5. That should not be it. Did I have a reset on the last one? Okay, I did, good. And then gold there and there. Let me just put the reset in 2, 3, 4. So when the train passes through here, it resets that, and it also resets that. Oh, hey, welcome back, Saffron. So now we need the wire to join up in front of us. So I was talking about how people misuse the concept of average. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I mean, if you have 10 people, 9 people have no money, and then one guy has $10. The average wealth is $1 each. So if you give a tax cut to people who have $1 or more, turns out you only give tax cuts to one person. So this political party talked about giving the average New Zealander a tax cut. But because of the way income is distributed, the way money is distributed, actually only about 30% of people would get that tax cut. It's so tricky. Anyway, stats and deception. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think it would make sense just to well, I don't want to subtract anything, that's a problem. 2, 3, 4, 5. If I do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, and of course there's things going on in the United States right now, right, Saffron, with the Republicans trying to pass giant tax cuts for the rich. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This almost works. This almost works. Just need to bend it around a bit more. Although I do notice that the Americans don't seem to even bother with tricky statistics. They just do it. This is so blatant now. They don't even bother trying to be deceptive about it. Or maybe that's just what I see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 3, 4, 5. So this goes 1, 2, and then in. This goes 1, 2, and then in. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1 and 2. But if I only put in one extra comparator, then 1 is 1. Saffron says they don't have to be sneaky because one party has most of the control. Yeah, but you know, in a slightly more functional democracy, they still have to answer to the people at the next election. But in the United States, the elections don't seem to mean very much anymore. Right? I mean, even if one party has all the control, like in a functioning democracy, quote unquote, even if they have all the control, you know, a few years later they have to face the elections again, and the people would vote them out, and they would reverse the. I mean, that's how it's supposed to work. They would just reverse the policies when they get voted out. But that part also seems to be broken in American democracy. Okay, I need to wind this wire around in such a way as to, well, I can just put this to a different side, can I? But the Senate and House have to come up with a unified plan. Yeah. I mean, it's meant to be checks and balances, right? But what seems to happen is that they just kick the can to the other one. Like the Senate just kicks the can to the House to say, well, you know, you fix it. And then sometimes the House kicks it back and then, no, you fix it. And so it's less of checks and balances and more like just trying to avoid being implicated as the ones who destroy the economies. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If I put this here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this any better? Not really, is it? And they snuck a bunch of unconstitutional add-ons to the 400+ page bill that they gave 50 minutes to review at 3 AM. So there's a chance the Supreme Court will strike some of the add-ons down. Again, yes! I mean, yeah, there's a chance that the checks and balances will work the way they're supposed to. But again, it's like, okay, I've made a mess, you clean it up. It's basically what they're saying. Alright, the Senate made a mess, the Supreme Court, you clean it up. That's not... It's kind of dysfunctional, isn't it? It's not really, it doesn't seem like adults are in charge. Trying to... Okay, maybe I can bend this back like this. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just realized that this is worse than before. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Never mind, it's perfect. It's perfect, never mind. It lines up. Alright, good. Okay. Saffron says, and the Senate was desperate since every other legislation they tried to pass failed. Yes. Yeah, about that. About that. They just forced the circle through the square hole. I mean, this one might fail too. I mean, obviously there's a lot of people who would want to make sure this doesn't work. Anyway, we'll find out. We'll find out sooner or later, Saffron. The other thing is, a lot of rich people are betting on getting a massive tax cut from Trump. And so a lot of rich people, they've invested in companies on the expectation that the coming tax cut will give them money because of those investments. And so then if those tax cuts don't actually happen, those investors will lose money. So there's a bunch of rich people with a lot of money who are really keen on this tax cut happening. And if it doesn't happen, then some people will lose money. Hopefully the rich people will lose money. Okay, so I'm pretty sure all this works. I need to double check this. Let me just go back and turn off the switch back here. And then we'll ride through to reset everything. Oh, this is not the track. Actually, did I? Oh crap! Don't break everything on your way out. Don't break everything on your way out. All right. I forgot if I actually. Saffron says more indictments coming out in the Trump-Russia investigation. Yeah, I mean that's also crazy. And one of the former guys took a plea deal. Yeah, I saw that. Took a plea deal with the feds. We'll see what comes of that. Alright, so this resets everything, ideally, hopefully. I mean, the whole Russia thing just seems so bonkers. I mean, at first, it's like months ago, maybe like a year ago, I would have thought, okay, maybe it's some Americans hacking other Americans and trying to blame the Russians because oh, Russians, boogeyman. I mean, if I had to guess several months ago, I would have said, well, it's just Trump trying to mess up Clinton and doing that also, like, and then they're trying to blame Russia for what happened. Wait, encoding overloaded? Don't know why that happened. Anyway, but then as the investigations continue, now there's actual Russians involved, and I'm like, what? Why would you involve the Russians in your own elections? Saffron says, when it very first started before the election ever happened, I just saw it as the Russian boogeyman scapegoat. But more and more started coming out, and it really started to add up and look bad. It's so weird, like why would you actually involve the Russians in your own elections?